The following is on page 248 and page 249. Are some places more important than others? In terms of numbers of species around the world, biodiversity varies enormously. Some places on the planet have more biodiversity than others. The areas of the highest biodiversity on the planet are the wet tropics, where there's a lot of rain all around the year. In 0.1 hectares of the Amazon forest, we can find 150 to 280 tree species. This causes a greater biodiversity also in other types of living things. Just imagine the other plants and animals that are associated with every single type of the tree species of the 150 to 280 found in this very small area. Rainforests are located around the equator of the planet. As we move away from the rainforests, whether north or south, biodiversity starts to drop. For example, in the temperate rainforests, the richness of the tree species drops to 20 to 25 in the same size of sample area, where there is 150 to 280 in the rainforests. And as we move even further away from the equator of the planet, the biodiversity will drop even more. For example, in boreal forests like Scandinavia and Canada, the same area will have as low as 1 to 3 tree species. This brings us to the conclusion that there are different species in different areas. Norman Myers identified a number of biodiversity hotspots of unusual biodiversity and endemism. Although the area of those hotspots is only 15.7% of the land surface on Earth, they are home to 77% of the vertebrates that live on land. Since these areas give rise to so many species and have such rich biodiversity, it becomes important to take care of them and conserve them and study them. However, unfortunately, these areas are also the areas where people live and need resources, so the people start to pose a threat to the species that live there. This is why ecologists around the world are concerned with the preservation of these biodiversity hotspots. And preservation and conservation of biodiversity is something we will be discussing.